Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a very special program. This program is coming to you live from the Caribbean Club and also simultaneously from LA Studios right here in Mobile, Alabama, as we plan to follow the flock. And the Follow the Flock this evening will be coming to you live from the Caribbean Club in Key Largo, Florida. So stand by. We're going to bring in Dave Roush here in just a moment and see if he's with us at the Caribbean Club. We also have Terry Sutton with Ocean Dreams Healing. And there is Dave Roush. Hello, Dave. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Harry. How you doing, man? How's Mobile?
It's fine. Hang on what you got right now. Let's bring in the Radio A1A audience. You ready? Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody on Radio A1A. This is me and Dave, and that question mark up there is the Caribbean Club live feed that we're waiting to come in right now. And I'm going to now bring on our Radio A1A listeners, if we can do that, in just a moment. And there we go. Let's bring that up. And this is a broadcast that we're simultaneously broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube and many of the other locations around. Dave, tell them what's going on right now. How are you set up there and where you're set up in the Caribbean Club?
I am set up in the world-famous Caribbean Club on Highway A1A. I'm on the inside stage right now.
Cool. And you do karaoke there, don't you, sir?
I have a karaoke show tonight from 8:30 to 11:30, but it never ends then.
Well, I know how that is, my friend. I know how that is, sure, for sure. I'm looking for our broadcast on that it comes out so that I can bring it to the there we go, and there it is. I can bring it up now and bring it to there. You are there. We're going to bring it to Radio A1A's broadcast live right now. So hold the line. Okay, Dave, you're there, and I am hitting the button for live broadcast on Radio A1A and also on Cruisin' Country Radio. So say hello, everybody, to the Radio A1A listeners and Cruisin' Country Radio listeners right now. And Dave Roush is with me, and he is in the Caribbean Club, and I am in Isla Mirada Studios. Excuse me, I'm in the Mobile studios of Radio A1A. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Dave, we want to do a rundown specifically. Is Terry there so he can tell us what's happening?
Terry is here, and his phone is died.
Oh, awesome.
See, I may have to, I've got a USB connector in that basket right there, Terry.
Okay.
And there's plugs right there. If you can plug in, we'll get him live as soon as possible.
Well, Dave, I just put a big old Bob's Buns over your face on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you could tell me something about some of the things that are happening. Let's start with the Sunday night in Cape Coral. I will be there for the pit stop number 1. Is that right?
That is right.
You better believe it. Pit stop number 1 in Cape Coral takes place at the Dolphin Key Resort. And the Dolphin Key Resort, they're washed away the bottom part, but we're going to be staying in the top. And then the tiki bar is still there, so we'll be partying. Dave Signs, I talked with him today. He's doing the sound. And then we're going to turn it over to you. Is that right?
That's right. You know, Harry, when we talked about this and planned it, the Dolphin... it was not there.
Yeah, Dolphin Key Resort was not there.
Those awesome folks built the facility for them so they could have it. But my
coworker and I, we went to a place here and said, hey, look, we need a place to do this. And they, out of their goodness, they just jumped right in on board.
And I just brought up their logo on for the live TV. That's Sundowners.
Absolutely. It's Sundowners. It's PHlock is what I'm calling it.
And we've got some really, really good performers.
Well, you know something? That's a new term, PHlock. I like that. And so did a lot of other people as well.
Nice. I think that's my phrase now.
This this whole broadcast is kind of an experiment with our broadcast studio work here, and also you are going to be doing some streaming live there with our radio A1A software as we flock from that Cape Coral location, and then the PHlock that evening, and then the next day, where are we? Just exactly where you are.
Exactly. We're going to the Grove. You want to talk about who's going to be there at Sundowners?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Starting
Off the whole show, we got the one and only incredible Lindsay Busks all the way from Seattle, Washington.
Awesome.
And she's killing it down here with her solo shows.
Awesome.
And then I'm hoping that Jeff Randall and Harold Booth can get down here because they're going to be playing there in the morning and they said they'd come down and get on the show. So I'm really hoping that they make it.
Wow. Yes, this is going to be a very cool type of how would you say it? PHlock, simulcasts. All of this information coming to the flockers as they are following the flock. That's what we're doing, and I'll show that. This is the Follow the Flock 2022 Pit Stop Party Tour. This thing started about 7 years ago, and it started in Tampa. And then now, as we began, the serious parties came into being. The main one was the one that's now celebrating 10 years in Cape Coral. We just talked about that. Rudy Cox is the one that brings the music to the stage there, and there are a ton of musicians playing there. The next day at the Caribbean Club, who's on the stage first, Dave, at the Caribbean Club?
Hey, I met him last year, and he's a really cool dude, man. His band's name is Bad Habit with Daryl Clanton. Daryl Clanton's an amazing. They're all amazing musicians.
Yeah, we're trying to do
they
this.
Knock my socks off.
Everyone. They're all studio musicians across the country. This band opens up, and then. Every 45 minutes, we are going to be changing the stage, and there will be individuals that will be talking. Terry, once he gathers his phone together, he'll be able to tell us what he's going to be doing there to raise funds for the Follow the Flock. But go over the stage as each one comes on and off as if it was happening right now. Who's next?
All right. Coming on at 1 o'clock, we got Roger Sylvie. Roger has a song. He had it on the Top 40, Fred the Tree.
Cool. I can't wait.
And after Roger, we have Mac Martin, who's a great performer. And at 4 o'clock, coming in after Mac, Ray Boone, our buddy, Ray Boone.
Awesome.
Ray's got number 1 or 2 song on the Top 40, isn't it, Harry?
He's number 1 this week.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. A Girl on a Beach in Texas, number 1 song in the Top 40. So he'll be appearing there on Monday. Who's next?
Guys, you don't want to miss this.
Well, let me tell you, you don't want to miss Mac Martin. Mac Martin, Ray Boone. Who's next?
Coming up at 4 o'clock to 4:45, we have John McDonald.
Who?
John he's a TRMA Trop Rock Music Association
nominee.
Yes,
he is.
Yeah, and then we come in at 5 o'clock. We got Jeff Randall going to show up. Jeff's probably one of the funniest guys I see on the stage right now. His show, his whole solo thing is amazing.
Well, that
he will make you laugh.
Jeff Randall is one of those types of guys that he has one of those voices just as clear as a bell, and he is an ambassador of the Ocean Dreams Healing Center in the Florida Keys.
Yes, he is. A wonderful organization. After Jeff, his buddy, I may get him up, as a duet, is Harold Booth.
Ooh.
Harold Booth. Oh my goodness, he's got a couple new songs out. he's my buddy, man. I met him last year, and we've remained friends.
Yeah.
Stayed in contact.
Well, he's got a great line of fantastic songs and a whole line of yeah, he's an entertainer and an Ocean Dreams ambassador as well. So Harold Booth will be appearing there and on other stages. Who's up next?
After Harold, we've got Beth Travers, who's an incredible Nashville recording artist. She's just amazing. You are
you are speaking to us directly from where this is going to be at the Caribbean Club, right there. As you come into Key Largo, folks, that's what you're going to find is a whole lot of cars right there at the Caribbean Club, right?
Yeah, it should be packed. Bring your boats. You can float up if you're local.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of dock room. After Beth, coming up, a local girl that we both know and love is Jenny Lee Brown Band.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Show me your Tito's, Jenny. I hope she does.
Show me your Tito's. What up, Jen? And then closing the show at 9 o'clock, it's the band called Dashboard Dave and the Fender Benders.
Well, I think you recognize who he is. That's you.
I recognize those guys. They're pretty cool.
All right. Well,
yeah,
then
they're pretty cool.
That takes us to the next day for a stage featuring something kind of unusual. Harold Booth, who you mentioned, is going to be having the first ever invitational Harold Booth singer-songwriters at Bob's Buns. We just posted something about get you some sticky buns from Bob's Buns. You've been there, haven't you, Dave?
Never had any. They're the best.
They are indeed. And Bob's Buns is a kind of a listening room environment. You'll enjoy that. Who are some of the people that'll be there that morning? Do you know?
I know that we're hoping to have Ray Boone there and Jeff Randall.
Yes.
And a couple local artists if they have time.
Yes. I do know on the second day at Bob's Buns, on November the 2nd, we will be having, I spoke to him today, Micah will be there, Dave. And Micah is one of those original artists from Islamorada. He is an original that, quite frankly, when we put him with Harold Booth, I'm going to be very anxious to see how those two guys do together. Because
they call him the Barstool Sailor.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to be a special treat, especially for the other songwriters. So everybody invite someone to have a little sangria breakfast with us on that Tuesday and Wednesday, November the 1st and 2nd. But on November the 1st, something really cool happens at the Islamorada Beer Company. Oh, my gosh.
That's right.
That's going to be just an amazing, amazing place to be able to do some really cool things, I'm telling you. What is some of the rundown there at the Islamorada Beer Company that afternoon?
Well, we have a lot of the same artists, but I'll tell you, opening the show is Jody Blevins, a Key West native. Jody's really, really cool. He's got some really great music. And then we have Mac Martin once again, 12:45 to 1:15.
Awesome.
And then Roger Sylvie coming in there at 1:30 to 2. And Ray Boone, I had Roger later in the day, but Ray asked me if we could trade slots because he has to go all the way down to Key West, play, and then come back up, which I find is pretty cool and amazing. After Roger, we have Beth Travers. And once again, Beth is a Nashville recording artist.
Yes, she is.
Ray
indeed.
Boone from 3 to 3:30. John McDonald from 3:45 to 4:15. Then we have at 4:30 to 5, Jenny Lee Brown Band again coming at you. 5:15 to 5:45, we've got Dashboard Dave and the Fender Benders. And when I talked with the manager at the bar, they said, we've got our neighbors are kind of noise unfriendly. And I was going to have Dashboard Dave close the show, but I rearranged it so we have Harold Booth and Jeff Randall closing the show, and they're going to do their duet and close it up. And they're just amazing.
Awesome. So that's the first day we are in Islamorada, and that's the Islamorada Beer Company. The second day we're in Islamorada, we go to a special stage called the Blue Marlin stage. It's beautiful, is it not?
Yes. Yeah, Armando is the owner of Blue Marlin Jewelry, and he's going to be there, and I'm going to get him on the air live so we can interview him if he's there. But it's a unique little stage. I got to play there last month. I was at the Art Walk, and it was nice. A lot of people showed up, a lot of vendors. They have a rolling bar. It's nice.
Cool. Well, that rolling bar, is it going to have enough rum for all of our parrot heads?
I think so. I told her to stock up. So there, we have to break it down. We can actually get noisy here. I've got Roger Sylvie starting the day off at 12 o'clock. Following him, 1 to 1:45, Mac Martin again. 2 to 2:45, we got Ray Boone. Following Ray, we have Beth Travers again, followed by John McDonald. We have Harold Booth, and then Jeff Randall, 6 to 6:45. I have a break in the entertainment, so I'm going to have Jeff and Harold probably go long there. And then at 8 to 8:45, Jenny Lee Brown Band, followed by Dashboard Dave and the Fender Benders.
Boy, that's going to be a
It's
night
gonna
of
be an
music.
amazing day.
I understand we may have a visit from several during the day. Even El Wincho may come up from Key West. We don't know yet. But,
Yeah, Josh is a heck of a guy. I met him. They're from Idaho.
yeah, so they're going to be in, and it's going to be a wonderful array of musicians that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, from Cape Coral to the Upper Keys, all the way to Islamorada, and now, are we ready to go to Key West, to Ocean's Edge Resort?
We are.
Let's go. Beautiful place. Right there in the entrance of Key West, Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina. It is a top-end resort. And from what I understand, Terry is supposedly going to have a small van or a shuttle running from the Casa Marina to bring people over, especially during the time when El Wincho
I believe
plays.
Terry is going to have a shuttle.
Excellent. So,
How much power you got? He's charging his phone.
yeah, so we might get some views of the Caribbean Club there, big boy.
Absolutely.
We are talking to Dave Roush, who is live at the Caribbean Club, and we have Terry Sutton, who is live at the Caribbean Club. We had him set up with his phone to give us some video of the Caribbean Club as the sun sets, because this is about the time of night that we really have our pit stops really kick off, don't they, Dave?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's wonderful. I tell you what, the best place, there's two places that you really want to see the sunset.
Yeah.
At the Caribbean Club and Key West.
That's right. The Caribbean Club is amazing. It's one of those places that it never grows old, ever.
No.
Well,
But Ocean's Edge
is a special type of stage as well. We're going to be by a pool. They're going to have some special meals and special drink specials. Special all the way around. Book your rooms. They still have a few, I think. They're Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina. So, Dave, let's go over quickly the stage lineup for that day.
All right. Starting off at 11:45, Jody Bly Blevins.
Yeah, Key West.
Yeah, Jody. He's the Key West guy. After Joe.
Oh my goodness, Dave went out on me.
And then following Ray.
Say that again, Dave.
Jeff Dayton.
Say that again, Dave. Start from the beginning, because you hesitated. The internet went out there for a minute.
Okay. How am I doing now?
You're fine.
Okay. 12 to 12:45. Well, it starts off with Jody Bly Blevins, and then followed by Ray Boone.
Ooh.
And then we get to see the wonderful Jeff Dayton.
Folks, that is worth the price of the free admission and about 10 drinks, because that guy is amazing. He's got some brand new music out.
Then I have a special treat for you, Harry. I know you'd really like this girl. 2 to 2:45, Godiva.
Oh my goodness, Godiva. And that, my friends, she gets to reprise her beautiful song, Key West, right there in the place where she introduced it last year, Ocean's Edge Resort.
She is an up-and-comer, that's for sure.
Oh boy.
Following Godiva, we have Dave Sines and Beth Travers. They're going to join up. We don't see Dave Sines until Key West.
Actually, he does sound for the for the Cape Coral event this Sunday night. Yes. But Dave Sines and Beth Travers, they are an amazing team. Beth Travers, #1 artist from the Trop 40, and then Dave Sines, he owns a little record company called MFG Records, and they are a banner sponsor for our stages. MFG Records, music for grown-ups. Thank you, Dave.
You betcha.
Who's next after Dave and Beth? Because I can't even imagine going on after them.
Well, my two favorite guys. You got Harold Booth and Jeff Randall.
Ooh.
Kicking it for an hour.
Hey, by the way, those two together, so I don't even know if they get a chance to do a lot together during this whole event. Maybe they will, but there is going to be one of those types of situations where you're going to be able to see them there at Ocean's Edge. It should be beautiful with the sunset right there. Well,
Harry, I have it set up for just that, because you know how they are. We'll bring, and I've got them changed out. You know, Jeff will be first, and Harold will be second, and then Harold, then Jeff. But I know they'll bring each other on and have a great time.
And that's at Ocean's Edge Resort.
Yeah, Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina. Wonderful place. We got to give props out to Chris Brown. He is amazing. My beautiful wife just showed up, Jeanette. Hey.
Yes.
And all the staff down there at Ocean's Edge, they really have bent over backwards to do us right and make this thing happen.
Well, Dave, I want to thank you for assisting me in putting this this presentation together with you at the Caribbean Club in Key Largo, the world-famous Caribbean Club, where the movie Key Largo was filmed with Bogey and Bacall. Right there, and you've been with Terry Sutton all afternoon. Maybe we can.
You want me to slide him in here?
Slide him in there. Let's hear about what the plans are. For what's happening with the with Terry and Ocean Dreams.
Here we go. Hang on.
Terry's putting on his headphones, radio listeners, and he is pulling up to the microphone there at the Caribbean Club. Hello, Terry.
Hey, Harry. Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. You look good there at the Caribbean Club.
Loud?
No, you're just right.
All right. Want to make sure you can hear me okay.
I hear you perfectly fine.
Good to hear.
Tell me what's going on.
Harry, we've been so busy. My phone died. Never dies. But that's how much support we're getting from the Florida Keys and the community.
How wonderful.
You know, and when I say community, it's the community of musicians and the community of the Keys as well.
Yeah.
This is, 3 years ago, I received the gift of life, right, from 2 organ donors. And you talk about seeing a dream come true.
Right.
Well, that's what's happening, Harry. It's literally a dream coming true. And this has only been like a year and a half in total since our birth.
Unbelievable.
I'm just in shock, and but we need volunteers. It takes a community to make this happen. But it takes a pile of money to make it happen as well. And that's what we need to do.
That is for sure, my friend. I'm going to tell you what. Tell me about what is Ocean Dreams Healing? What is the reason for it to be there, other than the fact it seems to be your life's calling, it appears?
So, okay, Ocean Dreams Healing Center. Um, it is for caregivers and their loved ones to learn how to live a better quality of life while dealing with disease. And, when somebody gets diagnosed with a life threatening disease, it overtakes your life. It truly does. It affects your wife, all of your loved ones, your family, your friends, and it takes a community to heal. I'll tell you, since, yeah, I haven't talked to you about this yet, but I have a friend that is going to help me write a book.
Whew. Oh
And,
my goodness.
and it's about a journey. And, to see a dream come true, to make it come true, and to say that, thank you, cancer. There's a saying that in order to beat cancer, you need to love your cancer. And you know
How
what?
do you
It's
do
loving
that?
your body. It's
Wow.
loving your body. It's
Wow.
it's healing your mind, body, and soul. And and that's what we're trying to teach people is there's hope. If you don't give up, yeah, you're going to hear that. You're going to hear the news that, oh, well, you better call hospice or whatever, right? No, nobody ever says, hey, you know what? Maybe you want to try something else, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I would have listened
Yeah.
and went through the standard medical protocol, it would have been chemotherapy for the rest of my life, starting December of 18, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, hey, no, that's not the answer. Let's try something else. Naturopathics, meditation, music therapy. Harry, creating an escape. That's what it takes, and that's what we are all about. It's about try something else and find what you believe in, what you love, that you can love your body to heal your body. It can happen, Harry, and that's what we're about.
Well, this event going on for, what is it? It's 6 stages, 7 stages, and
Yes,
5 days,
absolutely.
10 days. We're actually going to spend time also in Key West at the Casa Marina, hanging around until Sunday, I think, or at least Saturday,
Yeah, absolutely.
where we're going to be bringing information for you, the parrot heads, if you want to know more about Ocean Dreams, if you want to help. You accept volunteers, do you not, sir?
Harry, we need volunteers. In order to make this happen, it takes a community. We need hundreds of people. We need the world to join in with this mission, Harry, because it can be done. It really can.
Well, tell me,
And
you have 3 volunteers who have stepped up, and they call themselves Ocean Dreams Ambassadors, and they're going to be
absolutely.
they're going to be appearing on these stages. Every dadgum one of them, all 3 of them, and plus some others who haven't even gotten. They don't even have the title of ambassador yet. But Jenny Lee, for instance, is playing many, and Ray Boone, and many of them are.
I mean, I can't wait, and I hope they all become ambassadors, because this isn't about me. This is about the dream, keeping the dream going, and helping people.
Well, talk about it, Harold Booth. The first of all, if how.
No. We need to talk about Jeff Randall.
Okay, all right, here we go. He would be jealous.
Like Jeff Randall is the president, right? Harold even said, Jeff, you can be. I heard that. I don't know if I recorded it, but it's pretty damn true. And Jeff, I'm on your side. I heard it. I think you were writing up. I think Jeff Randall was writing up the documents for this, the ambassador.
Oh, how wonderful!
Program.
Yeah.
And getting all the other artists that are interested in helping people to join our ambassador club. So, maybe Harold had an alternative plan saying that, hey, if I make Jeff the president, I don't have to do anything, right? Harold does so much. And you know what? The other best thing is Harold always gets the last word in.
He does.
Ask Jeff. Yeah, it's, they are such great people. But we got to also talk about Roger Sylvie.
I'm with you.
Roger Sylvie has done.
Oh man, it's.
actually takes a pretty good picture. Not to say that don't, but, you know, okay, Roger, keep it going, brother. So, you know, that's just some of the people we're getting, Harry. That, you know, we're
Attracting, and we just need more. It takes a village to make this happen.
Speaking of a village, we are heading to a village, and
We are.
that village is called Isla Morada, and you are there at a village called Key Largo, and with Dave Roush at the
Yes.
Caribbean Club.
Absolutely.
And each individual of ones of these sponsors, Forest Tech Lumber, for instance, the Ragged Edge Resort, Marissa Lynn, for instance, is one of our banner sponsors, and her beautiful music. She couldn't come play for us, so what she did is she helped sponsor the stage. That's how the musicians, and these are musicians from California.
They're donating their time. They're donating everything, Harry.
Yes.
I mean, and it's such a wonderful gift to give for people to hear and enjoy and create escapes. You know, how many caregivers can that help? You know, it's just, you know, to be able to sit back and listen to this live music performed by these incredible musicians at a beautiful view. I mean, I wish my camera didn't die, but I've been that busy with getting phone calls, text messages, emails, you name it, volunteers from Miami University.
Oh,
right?
wow, yes.
The village of Isla Morada today, we lit it up, buddy. We really did.
Is that
you know,
right?
Bob Buns, you know, and with the entire street there with, you know, Florida Brewery, Pasta Stage, Pasta's
Wow.
Art, Blue Marlin Jewelry, you know, the Realty One, you know, that whole town, the Moose Lodge is going to join in and help. So,
Man, that's going
what
to
a
be
wonderful
wonderful.
thing, huh?
I'm going
The
to.
whole-
I am placing the actual event banner. So you have some banners that have been printed up for us to go on the stages. They're huge banners. It's our Follow the Flock banner with Ocean Dreams, and below that is a list of the sponsors: Size Matters Charters, Sundowners, Enlightenment, the Enlightenment, his educational system there, the Parrot Heads, Sail and Song Promotions, Chip Bell Author, One Realty Group there in Isla Morada, MyWorldMeds.com, Bob's Buns, and all of the stages of Isla Morada Beer Company, of course the stage at the Blue Marlin Jewelry, but especially the folks at Forest Tech and those individuals right there. They put their name and some money behind this banner to make it happen with the sound and the lighting and all that. So now everything we raise is gravy, right? Is that right? So each individual dollar, possibly, you know, that's the way you see good stuff go for directly.
No. You're wrong, Harry. You
Oh,
are
I'm
absolutely
wrong. Okay.
What every dollar that comes in and everything that we receive is cream. It's cream on top of the key lime pie. buddy.
I love that
I mean,
analogy.
It is such a wonderful gift, right? You take a bite of key lime pie, doesn't
That's
that
right.
light up your mouth?
It
right?
does.
You're just like, wow.
There's just about nothing like a big, nice bite of key lime pie, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, what a gift.
And you parrot heads that are coming down, this is called Follow the Flock 2022 Pit Stop Party. And Terry Sutton is with Ocean Dreams Healing. And Ocean Dreams Healing is our charity for this. It's a 501c3. Are you a foundation or you're a 501c3 charity?
We're a 501c3 charity, yeah. That's
And
correct.
they have been in business. They have brought care to the Keys. They brought care to caregivers. They brought care to those suffering. I've seen it myself.
You were at our retreat, right? You were at our retreat in April. How
That
about that, Harry?
It was
Now,
miracles.
that took a little over a year to be able to raise the money for that
Right.
and hold that event. And when I say raise money, I mean that event we actually lost money.
Oh,
I think I put around $7,000 out of my pocket into it. But you know what? It was beautiful. It helped so many people. And I mean, we had a lady that had brain cancer, and she happens to be my son's friend. So, um, but to see her and her transition from when she came till now, and her
wow.
caregiver, I have videos. You know, I'm trying to get things put together, but I need a videographer. I need somebody who can volunteer to take these videos, put them together, and
Yes.
make just the most incredible video that. But it takes a community, Harry. So,
It does. We had a tremendous number of plans to bring video cameras and all of that, but then when we started adding up the expense and time and effort that it took, it would take away from our efforts to raise money for the charity.
Right.
So,
exactly.
in
So,
this case, video's expensive, but the radio
tell
will
me
be
about
there. Radio will be
Yeah.
there, buddy.
yeah, well, we have volunteers from Miami U.
Yeah.
If we could get somebody to sponsor them to come down and stay here in the Keys, we could record all kinds of video. But I can't afford it.
Right.
But as a community, and if we all chip in and give a little bit and stop thinking about, well, what's in it for me, right?
Right.
No, it's what's in it for caregivers and their loved ones. What's in it for to help somebody else live a better quality of life. That's what it's about.
No question about it. No question
And
about it.
we need help. We need money.
How would they contribute should they want to do it online or,
Yeah, there's so many ways to give. You know, we have the text to give with Ocean A1A to the number 44321. That's an easy one. That's simple. You know, you just type in your phone the number 44321, and in the message, type in Ocean A1A. That's one of the easiest ways. And, you know, the company that we're set up with, I don't know which one of the processors it was, but I think we get like a 1.6% fee. It's really not much at all. So most of the money does come directly to the charity.
Oh, how
If
wonderful.
the donors want to include that, they can add the processing fee to their donation. And it all goes to the charity. There's no paychecks coming out of this. You know, everything is donated at this time, you know, and so we need volunteers.
Well, let's
because
go
I
over.
can't afford.
A lot of people are on the edge of their seats and going, well, I am driving and flying into Tampa or Miami, renting a car, or we're driving in, or we're coming directly into Marathon or Key West. What are the stages? We've gone over each one of the individual artists, and there are bunches of artists and bunches of times. But the individual stages begin with me in Cape Coral this Sunday at the Dolphin Key Resort. And that is Sunday. It begins about noon. I'm going to be broadcasting there. Dave Sines doing sound. Rudy Cox making sure the stage is full of amazing musicians. Then about 6 or 7 o'clock, we're going to turn it over for a PHlock at Sundowners right there in Key Largo. So Sundowners is that place that we're going to be. Some of the local Keys artists are going to be putting their talents together to raise funds for the people back in Southwest Florida. Then the very next day, we're at the Caribbean Club, where you are right now. I've got a picture of you on the TV screen right now, Terry, with a big old words.
Thank you, Harry.
The Caribbean Club above you. So point above you right there. It says Caribbean Club above you. That's where we're going to be on Monday.
There we go. Up there, guys.
We're going to be right where Terry is. Noon on Monday. And by the way, you know what day? What are you going to be coming dressed as anybody specific on Halloween?
I want to see if you're going to be able to identify me. I might be the one that says, I need your organs or I need your blood. I'm really not certain. You know, I really thought about dressing up as a helicopter. Did I tell you about my helicopter ride?
I don't know, but what's different? You're always asking for blood. Yeah, you told me about. You sent me
I
pictures
literally-
of it. It was
I was
awful.
bleeding to death just 2 months ago, right? And how the hell am I supposed to be, building this charity if I'm in helicopters going to, Pittsburgh? It
Well,
was
I'm
a pretty cool ride, though. I got to admit, it was a pretty cool ride.
well.
I still needed 13 units of blood. What can I say?
Right over there at the 82 mile markers, Bob's Buns. So the next morning, we're going to be having a sangria breakfast and some great music in the listening room atmosphere. Is that
Yeah.
not going to be fun? And,
I'm telling you what, they are getting it together, Harry. Bob's Bun and Ashley and Stephanie.
That
they're
after-
pulling it together. Bob's jumping in. It's amazing, Harry.
and that afternoon, we head to the Alamorada Brewery right there. We've been there before. That's a pit stop with a big stage. Always look for this banner on the stage is right there. I'm showing that. It says, Welcome Parrot Heads. It's got the Radio A1A logo. On the right, it has Ocean Dreams Healing. So Alamorada's Beer Company is on that November the 1st. Then we go back to Bob's Buns. I'm going to put that thing over your face again. So you don't have to point. There at Bob's Buns. We go back there the next morning. Sangria breakfast. And then, folks, we go to that beautiful I am so ready for this damn stage. I swear I am. If I can get my machine to put the stage up there. Sometimes it wants to freeze up. But it's called the Blue Marlin stage. It's next to a really nice liquor store. Excuse me. You're going to need some liquor. Jewelry store. You're going to need some liquor when you go in
Hey,
there.
I talked to the liquor store across the street today.
Oh, did
They were
you?
super pumped up. Yeah.
That's Martinis.
And, very, and they are giving so much support.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Not saying that we're going to have liquor, but somebody can just walk across the street. Be safe, folks. Just be safe. Take your time.
So
Both ways. Remember that mom and dad story?
this is a street party, and they don't know what's coming yet. But once again,
yeah.
I'm gonna show this banner. This banner will be on that stage. You can see this gigantic banner from US 1 and from Old Highway. Oh my God! Yes.
Thank you.
Then we
Thank
take
you all sponsors.
Then we take a day to kind of collect ourselves, and we go down to Ocean's Edge Resort in Key West. Is that not the most beautiful, most relaxing?
Yeah, just amazing. And Harry, that's one of the reasons that we need the cancer center here in the Keys. Can you imagine coming to a place that is just the most gorgeous place you've ever been? That you have the blue skies, the warm temperatures, and the incredible water, and mix it in with some incredible trop rock music.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Now that's healing. That is healing, right?
It heals me.
There you go.
I've seen it actually happen at your event last year, where the musicians came in.
You get your feet in the salt water. I mean, it just
music.
It is calming. It grounds your body. We're basically electricity. You know that, right?
Indeed,
And
we are, and
start
water.
getting into the salt water with feet on the ground. It's the most beautiful experience you can imagine.
Live from the Caribbean Club is Terry Sutton with Ocean Dreams Healing. I'm Harry T., live from the LA studios here in Mobile. I'm going to be jumping in the car on Saturday morning, doing the first leg to Cape Coral, and we'll see you on Monday, Halloween.
You got it.
I promise not to.
Forward to
I haven't looked up anybody's ex-wife. I was going to dress up as I couldn't find Jenny's ex-husband, but she doesn't have one.
No. Start thinking outside the box there, Harry.
Outside the box. You don't want me to do that dressing for Halloween, but
Yeah,
friends.
no. Focus on a dream. Focus on like something happy, positive. Something that makes you the happiest man in the world, and then stick your feet in the water. Okay?
Well, that would be where you are, Terry.
That's how you live. That's how you live and enjoy life.
Indeed. Where you are at the Caribbean Club on October the
Beautiful.
31st, I dream that there is a huge crowd of parrot heads enjoying for the last
go for it.
time, their
We can do
meeting of the minds and flocking down to Key West. For Terry Sutton and Dave Roush, Dave, thank you, sir, for our stage manager for making sure that we had the information we needed there. So if it's okay with you, let's go ahead and sign off for this evening. This has been the update for Follow the Flock for 2022. I am Harry T., and on behalf of Terry Sutton and Dave Roush, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Dave.
Big thank you to Dave Roush.
Wait,
You know how
wait.
busy Dave's been and giving how much time. I mean, this guy's an animal. Just, I hope I have that much energy. When I get to be him.
Dave,
Harry,
He's my hero.
we have Jenna Kelly here. If you want to.
oh
chat with her
yeah,
For a second.
oh that would be wonderful, Dave. Could we get Jenna on there? Jenna is the, I think she is kind of the mover and shaker behind a brand new group called the Upper Keys Musicians Consortium. Jenna, how are you this evening?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's I have the wrong name in front of your face right now, but I'm going to change that. Okay, Jenna.
Okay.
Jenna, tell me something about what made you become so inspired about all this that's going on.
With the Upper Keys Musicians Consortium is actually my husband's brainchild, Jason Torlot.
Yeah.
He is the lead singer and lead guitarist for Comfortably Rum Band, as well as Fuzzy Dumb Truck. And he's also doing a solo for Follow the Flock at Sundowners this Sunday. And this was always his idea. He wanted a group of musicians, a consortium, to say a community of musicians to support each other. And he just happened to marry an accountant. So, of course, I am helping them out with their bookings and payroll services and invoicing, because you know how some of these musicians are. They're very excellent with their music, and they're very, very creative, but a lot of them have a hard time with paperwork. So that's my specialty.
Paperwork, what the heck is that?
Exactly.
And thank you, because in this case, there's been little, if any, organization in the Upper Keys groups of musicians, and who has suffered? Who has suffered? The musicians have.
The musicians have suffered, yes, but we have so many musicians in the Upper Keys Musicians Consortium now that, and they know each other's music. They're able to support each other. So, for example, when Dashboard Dave and the Fender Benders needs a guitarist, my husband can step in and help him out with that gig. Or if we need a substitute, a bassist, or anyone, a drummer. So just in case they've got family schedules that get in the way, we're able to just be there and support each other, especially with equipment as well.
Awesome. Well, that happens to be something that I'm familiar with, because once upon a time there was a group called the American Federation of Musicians, which protected the working conditions and the wages of working musicians, professional musicians. That went away when the right to work laws were passed, and it wasn't the musicians' fault. But it wasn't not that anybody's a staunch union people or whatever, but the organization fell apart. So the ability for them to collectively bargain for their wages went away, did it not?
Right, exactly. And so what we do with UKMC is that when I am the one doing all the invoicing, I'm able to really keep the venues honest and fair. And because if you're going to book one of my bands versus the other band, I'm still invoicing you for the same amount.
Really? So
absolutely.
So you're setting a scale. I cannot wait to talk to you about all of this right here.
Well, you're going to be here soon, so we'll get to meet in person on Sunday.
Yes, I am.
Yep.
I am coming in. I am coming in with I am ready to raise some money for charity. Let me pull up your. If I could pull up I just got the logo up for your company. Tell me something about Overseas Lumber Company and Forest Tech. You guys build the keys, don't you?
Yes. So that is my regular day job. I am the accountant of Forest Tech Lumber, Keys Mercantile, and Overseas Lumber Supply. So we're the ones that just sponsored the event along with UKMC.
Yes.
So I was on both sides of that coin, that we did the Southwest Florida Aid concert that you helped us promote so well.
Thank you. Yes.
And we held which turned into a 2-day concert. We had the first The first venue was set up with Ocean View, which Dave, who is a board member of UKMC, he
Awesome.
set up the venue for us for the full day concert. And then Hog Heaven got wind of it and decided they wanted to be involved as well. So we turned it into a 2-day show. And we had a raffle, and we had items donated from many, many local businesses, which, thank goodness, I have the connections because of what my day job is. And we were able to raffle off a bunch of items. We made over $5,500, as well as loaded the entire Forest Tech box truck by parking it at Hog Heaven on the Friday, and then at the OV all day Saturday for non-perishable donations. And we brought that truck up to Fort Myers Beach and distributed everything through PERT, through the Patriot Emergency Response Team.
Whoa. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm about to show the Ocean View their logo in just a moment. They have been kind enough to be a sponsor for the Follow the Flock stage banner as well, and they're not even. I'm just asking people to go by on Tuesday night. They have a jam session that is like world class, isn't it, Jenna?
They do. They have a great jam night on Tuesdays.
It is one of those, if you're just passing through and you can only make one thing and you got a few minutes, it used to be tough to get on that stage. It's not anymore. So they tell me that if you are following the flock as a Parrot Head musician follower, that you're just go up and mention, and they will have you come up and sing some of your original songs. Very anxious to see you there at the OV, yes. The Ocean View.
At the OV, the Ocean View.
Tell me something about, the 30th was kind of just like, and you mentioned the Hog's Breath, because they had stepped up during Hurricane Irma, and they raised $25,000 for the Upper Keys. For the Upper Keys,
right.
It was.
Well, Hog's Breath is in Key West.
I know.
But Hog Heaven.
Oh, you're talking about Hog Heaven. Okay,
yep, Hog Heaven is where we did the first night show for the Southwest Florida Aid concert.
Different animals. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yep, different animals. But on the 30th, this is a very small town vibe down here, thank goodness. And I help do a lot of the band bookings for Cactus Jacks and Sundowners, which are on the same property with the same owners.
Right.
And they are just 2 buildings down from the Caribbean Club. And we happen to live right across the street. So it's a very convenient when they need a backup, or a musician doesn't show up, or a band calls out, then they'll call me or my husband, and we will get someone to go cover their show. And because we're so close, most of the time it's my husband that goes and covers the show for them, or we'll grab anyone from UKMC and make sure that their venue is covered for live music for that night.
By the way, her husband is a badass, great musician. He is a showman. I mean, he's got Fuzzy Dump Truck, and I just my mouth is wide open at the end of their shows. No holds barred. I love their music.
Yes, well, I just uploaded some videos from the Sandbar. He played at the Sandbar Fuzzy Dump Truck with him and Rick Chesler, his drummer.
Oh yeah, good drummer.
And they had a great show, and so I posted a couple of the videos. A couple of them very funny. You can see their antics when we're laughing the entire time. But very, very talented musicians. I'm very proud to represent them.
Jenna, thank you so much. This has been the Follow the Flock broadcast to update all the Parrot Heads that are coming to the Keys. Thank you for the Radio A1A listeners. Get to know the people that are supporting this amazing event. I'm going to place that banner up there. At the bottom of that banner are our sponsors. And if they are a place you can stay, if they're a place you can take a look at some real estate, stop by and have a drink at the Caribbean Club or the OV or Ocean View, go have and Sundowners and have breakfast at Bob's Buns and stay at the Ragged Edge. And what do you sell at the lumber company that a Parrot Head could take home with them, Jenna?
3 stores. So Forest Tech Lumber is our main location. So it's a hardware store as well as a lumber yard. Yeah. And then Overseas Lumber Supply in Big Pine Key is a very big lumber yard as well. But we have a brand new store called Keys Mercantile, and it's at marker 82. So you guys are going to be right around there when you go to Islamorada for Follow the Flock.
Oh,
Keys
I
Mercantile
know.
is a beautiful, beautiful brand new store.
Oh,
it's basically got a gift shop in the front, and it really, is appealing to our tourists. And then you can go through every aisle to find everything you need, from marine supplies to Benjamin Moore paint. And we've got it all.
And folks, these people support live music in the Florida Keys. And there's never been this kind of a corporate movement or business movement that makes more sense than this. And thank you very much, Jenna Kelly with Forest Tech Lumber. And of course, I think you prefer Upper Keys Musicians Consortium, right? I do.
Both. I'm on both sides.
I love to be on both sides myself. Thanks again. If you get a chance to grab Dave, ask him to come back there if you wouldn't mind, okay? This is a live broadcast, and that is the one of our fine sponsors. And
All right.
just
Thank
folks,
you, Jenna.
wasn't she great, Dave? She was amazing.
Amazing.
That's Dave Roush. Dave, we're going to say good evening right now, and thank all the people for listening and watching, especially on Facebook and YouTube. Play this over and over and over again, because Dave and I and Terry, we went down every day and every musician and everybody that needed to be thanked or patted on the back for welcoming the Parrot Heads for the last time to the Keys for a while. Dave, let's come back. Let's bring the Parrot Heads back. You want to?
Let's do that. I'm in.
All right,
Thank you, sir. It's been fun.
It's been fun. We're signing off right now. I'm going to put on some break music. Oh, there it is right there. This has been the broadcast of Follow the Flock Update 2022 with Dave Roush from the Caribbean Club and yours truly, Harry T. I'm coming to you from the LA studios in Mobile. And we'll be following the flock down to the Keys, welcoming Parrot Heads, October the 30th through November the 4th, 2022, to benefit Ocean Dreams Healing.